It's me. Hello, everybody. I've checked my postulates. It's terrible. I'm old. I'm ancient. My bones do not work anymore. It's fine. And hello, L. Let me tweak microphone down a bit because I did see me almost peaking. That's okay, Alex. If you need to nap after your possibly 8 cappuccinos by now, or espressos, whichever it was, I forget. Then that's fine. You need a nap. We are going to kill this weird thing, which was the 5-minute thing I did yesterday. But yeah, I wanted to try doing the weird thing of just like scribbling some random lines down and seeing what turned up. Because normally I go into things thinking I want to do this, which is great if you've got ideas. But I don't have any. And so I wanted to sort of like get into the habit of just like maybe just like scribble, just not even like just random scribbles. And sort of seeing what comes out of it. So I'm seeing some weird beast in this already. This is already making my brain hurt. All by myself. Because Yakuza Friday is not happening. Apparently, Finn has gotten stranded. So rather than continuing to play Minecraft, randomly doing nothing for the next 3 hours, I thought I can at least, do something. I don't know what that something is. Apparently, some kind of weird duck. I mean, this looks like it's easy to do in pencil from the stuff I saw of people doing this. But I don't have anything set up for that. So digital it is. And for this set of lines, I'm just closing my eyes. Probably why it's so faint. Hmm. I'm not doodling a face. That moment where you accidentally create sexy Nessie. Who looks like she's had as much caffeine as Lace. And my brain is already melting from trying to do this. So I'm already going to jump and change things we're doing. Also, I just realised I had forgotten to turn on VTube Studio. I am going to save this illustration because it's the first attempt at doing something like this. And yes, I know it's not currently showing on the screen. It will be in a moment, something different will appear. If it will actually let me go out of the game so I can go back to Clip Studio to finish saving the thing. Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you. Game, let me alt tab out. Yeah, you're having a difficult time loading, aren't you? Because Clip Studio is still open and I'm trying to close it, you foolish game. There we go. And I am lazy, so I am just going to call it illustration.clip for now. I can't, that already exists. Illustration2.clip. There we go. And the stream has now been updated. As the stream title has changed to say, ah yes, when you start hardcore mode, you die. And then you die again. So this time we survived. Medieval life is full of uncertainty and woes. Spring gives way to winter, and the years have borne away your carefree youth. Neither have you escaped the blows of fate. Like every man but judged by God, you too have your cross to bear. Select at least 2 negative perks that will stay with you for the whole game. We're not taking Numbskull, because I want to actually get experience. We could do this. But I'm not sure if I'm that mad. So we'd have nightmares. Since childhood, you've been troubled by a recurring nightmare, which you're being chased by a colourful jester, whose name is Sheeper. Although the dream is repeated every night after night, still frightens you as much as when you were little. You awake so shook that all your stats are lowered for a while. Doable. As long as we don't try and go into combat like as soon as we wake up. Claustrophobia, when you were a child, you get your head stuck inside a pool and couldn't get it off all day until your father took an axe to it. Ever since then, you've had a fear of enclosed spaces. Wearing a helmet with a visor down makes you so anxious that attacks are weakened. Haemophilia, like your father and his father before you, are afflicted with the family curse. All it takes is a scratch and you start to bleed like a stuck pig. Once it starts, the bleeding is faster and harder to stop. Numbskull dropped on the head of the baby. Kissed it better in the bumps and faded, but ever since then you're a little slow at getting the hang of things. This slows your acquisition of experience. Theoretically, I mean, because I do have mods on, because a lot of the mods I just couldn't be able to turn off. One of them does give double experience, so I don't know how much this would affect it. Probably quite a bit still. Be nice if it gave like a percentage of how much less you get. A consumption, you once caught nasty chill. You once caught a nasty chill and ended up with a persistent cough. Many thought you'd never survive, but eventually you healed. Nevertheless, since that time, you don't breathe very well and your stamina regenerates more slowly. I don't want that. I'm not having that. And we're not going to have that one. Those 3 definites, I don't want them. Shakes. When you were too little to know any better, you fell into the well. It was hours before they heard you crying and got you out. Ever since then, you get the shakes from time to time, as if you were back again in the dark, chilly well. Obviously, that's not good for archery, pickpocketing, or lockpicking. No. Those are the 3 really, really useful things. Tapeworm. When you've got an appetite, you'll eat anything you can get your hands on. Folks say you'll eat enough for 2. It's like you got a visitor in your guts who's eating you out of house and home. You get hungry faster, so you have to eat more often. That's doable. There's lots of food in the game. Especially if you go, poaching. Somnambulist. Always been a restless sleeper. Sometimes so much so that you get up from your bed and go walking. It's not unusual for you to wake up somewhere else than when you went to bed. That's doable, because that's not going to happen very often, I don't think. Brittle bones, ever since you were little, stairs and ladders have been your worst enemies. All it takes is a little fall and your bones break with an awful crack. You suffer worse injuries than others when you fall. So I'm thinking 2 of these 4. We want a helmet. Helmet is good. Helmet makes you not die. Let's go with these ones. Tapeworm and Somnambulist. We're running at 360 frames per second. We don't need that much game. The screen can only cope with about 60. Yeah, I've not bought one of the fancy monitors that has like a better refresh rate because I don't need it. And yes, I have pre-ordered Kingdom Come 2. The deluxe version with the season pass. Because quite frankly, the devs of these games deserve the freaking money. The amount of hours I've put into this is ridiculous. It's also really funny because I think I put about 300 hours into the game before realising there was an alternate ending for if you get caught at the start. Whatever you do, do not get caught by the catch pole whilst you're at Skalitz. You will get put in jail, and then you will burn to death. And it was hilarious finding that out.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
See, it's hardcore mode, so I think if we die, we die.
Well, husband.
Luckily, the first bit,
Good.
we're not so much of a problem.
Today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
At some point, I should actually do all of the DLCs in this as well.
Henry! Get up now.
I have completed the main
There's work
game.
to be done.
Not on stream, I don't think. I think we stopped about halfway through the last time we tried this.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table.
But I haven't
Wait,
done
what's this?
a lot of the
Have you
DLC.
been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Oh no, the loading times.
A
fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Oh no, where's my mouse cursor?
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world, and well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me, and it's connected with that scratch on your hand and that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
You think he's teaching me sword fighting, don't you? What use would that be to me? Here. I'm not lying to you, Ma.
He is lying to you, Ma.
All right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
Okay, something's
No,
definitely weird with
haven't seen them
the
this
experience
morning.
mod, because we should not have
They
leveled up
shouldn't be hard to
twice from just
find.
talking to the
They'll
mother.
be hanging around a tavern somewhere as you...
Matthew and Fritz aren't drunkards.
I never said that. I would
We're
know-
skipping the boring dialogue.
Of course he wasn't.
You don't believe me? Ask.
All right, I will.
You're not a boy. If you made yourself...
I have already forgotten which perks we took. I think we took, yeah, we took tapeworm, didn't we? Yeah, so we definitely want to take all of the food we possibly can. We are going to need it.
I could do with a bite to eat.
You've literally just ate. It starts us off really hungry. Oh, that's useful. Yeah, can't pick that yet. Yep, hardcore mode, there's no autosave. You can only save the game by drinking savior snaps, sleeping in your own bed, or getting full service. Okay, so it's not when you die, you die. It's when you die, you just lose a lot of progress, unless, you know, you're really up on saves. Does mean that probably one of the earliest things you want to do is work on alchemy to get savior snaps. Or savior schnaps, sorry. Just so that we can save more often. Map and navigation. Henry's position is not shown on the map. There are no points on the compass. Waypoints are shown on the compass, but only when you get close enough. Fast travel is not possible in hardcore mode. That's gonna get me. I'm so used to fast travel. Survival. Current health and stamina indicated only by the in-game effects you see. Sleep is the best cure. You can also make use of health potions and food, but they take longer to take effect in hardcore mode. You can't feed yourself by eating from one of the pots dotted around the world, so you really have to go get your own food. Traders pay less when buying items, and monetary rewards in general are lower. While on the contrary, extensive repairs are more costly, and the drawbacks of using damaged equipment are more serious. So it really makes sense to keep your equipment well maintained. Combat. Duels are more realistic, attacks have greater impact, and engaging without quality armour with an experienced foe is always very risky. Fighting more than one foe at a time is also more dangerous, because they will take greater advantage of their numbers. Cursor has no direction points or block indicator in combat. You can only time blocks and dodges by carefully watching your opponents. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. We're gonna die so much. So we get 3 Saviour Schnapps to start with, and I think we do get a few extra from Bianca at the tavern.
At least you're
So we
up.
want to
That's a
use them
start.
sparingly. At least until we can
Anyway,
make our
I've
own.
a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the cross-guard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
It will wait. It will wait until I've picked every flower in this goddamn village. Oh god, and at this point of the game we are still only picking up one flower at a time. Yeah, I do feel that... I know I have it's meant to be double experience. But this still feels like something's off with that double experience. It seems way more than double. We should not have got a level up already for herbalism. Unless I'm very much forgetting what the regular experience levels were like. I went that, so... Yeah, it's almost at 2 already. That's... Something is iffy with the mod. I'm gonna keep on playing because I'm bored and wanting to do on Friday night. But if I do end up restarting this, I'm gonna have to work out what the hell's going wrong with that mod. Because I want a little bit of quality of life. I don't want to like get bored having to grind out skills again. But I don't want it to be easy. I just want it to not be as tedious as doing it you know, what the sixth or seventh time. Oh, no. I was going to say the music had stopped. It's back. I need to double check. What level do we get? Leg day. Minimum level is 10. Oh, okay, so that's a fair bit away. Actually, it's not that far away, considering the experience mod is being weird. I think you normally leave this place with like 10 or 11 if you get everything. So if it cuts out having to literally get every single last flower in this place to get the levels, I'm fine with that. Because that could take hours. Alright, let's get the crossguard first.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Oh, and we do want to pick up as many nettles as we can, because that gives us a bonus perk. A bonus perk for just picking nettles with your fingers. It's fine. I know it's possible, but I don't really want to try. It's one of those things that you have to be very confident that you're going to do it right first time. Because if you're very heavy-handed and just grab the nettles, you break the spikes in the leaves before they have a chance to impale themselves in your skin. I don't want to be testing it. Unless I'm desperate. I don't know why I'd be that desperate for nettles. Maybe I really want a bad soup. I want to punch the horses to get unarmed experience, but I can't. Okay, I can. But the last time I did that, the catch pole found me, and that's where I found out what happens when you get caught by the catch pole in the starting area. Here's a hint. Don't. Unless you want an achievement. Hang on, let's just double check the settings for the audio for music.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctif...
Tutorials unavailable in hardcore. Don't need FPS. Oh, okay. Don't need FPS on. Okay, I did think there might have been a setting for how often the music played. I know there's, I can't remember which game it is now, but one of the games that I've got does have that. It really would be nice if you can get leg day earlier. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they deal with Henry in the new one. Because in this one, he started out literally as a blacksmith's son. So he knows minimal combat. He's not very good at archery. He's not very good with the sword. He's pretty much not very good at most things. Apart from being lucky. So I'm wondering, how are they going to do Henry's skill level from the start of the second game? What would be cool, I mentioned it to Sheepa a week or so back when I was thinking about it. It would be cool if they did a thing similar to Mass Effect, where you take over skills that you already have learned if they're the same in the game. So let's say you ended with 15 herbalism, you go to the next game with 15 herbalism. Maybe have the maximum increased in the next game. So having it 30 instead of 20. So you've still got some way to go. You've still got something to level up, but if you played the first game, and you've trained Henry to be a badass alchemist rather than, you know, an actual fighter, then you would start the second game with those skills. That would be cool. I don't know if they have, though. I will find out in about a week. Well, a week and a half. I am going to miss the quality of life mods, but I highly doubt it's going to take long for them to get redone for the new game. Unless, of course, the quality of life is just built into the game. I know that one of the mod packs that I like the most is the one that overhauls the perks. It re-adds in a bunch of perks that were in the game but then were cut content. Things like halberd and polearm skills. Granted, I've never used them, but it's nice having the option should you find a polearm on the field of battle. You can use it and actually get something out of it. In base game, you can pick one up, and no matter how much you use it, you will stay the same. Which I guess is fine. You can't exactly, unless you want to carry it around everywhere, you can't store it. It's not like a sword where you can sheath it and carry on running around. You have to constantly be carrying a polearm with you. Which makes perfect sense. They're not exactly portable. But it just felt that in the base game, it was kind of pointless to even bother because you were just not going to get anything out of it. Whereas in this, with that perk pack, under combat, we should have... Was it not in this one? Something feels off in this as well now. I'm thinking some of the mods might have just died. Or at least some of them did. Because I could have sworn there should be a pole arm one here from that mod pack. Let's see, let's pick our thing. So, less shy horse if it's got herbs, or we get a charisma bonus if we have herbs. Of course we're having the charisma bonus. But it's enough picking flowers for now. Let's get some quests done. Well, Henry, you can run a fair distance before getting tired. I was expecting less with it being hardcore. Hello, Kanesh. Let's be annoying so he punches us.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe Father.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
I must have misheard you. It sounded like you just told me to clear off. But you wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not pay your debts, and then try to scare me, would you?
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Bye.
I like how he nicely says, bye. And we want to lose. Because now we get to go and get the lockpick.
You had it coming, you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
This is where a sensible person would go, hey, just wanted to get some money that I was owed for work, and the guy punched me and beat me up. Can you put him in jail? Alas, that is not what happens. Cue Henry going, where? I'm hurt.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
So now comes the fun bit of just breaking into the guy's house.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Now, can I sell you herbs? I can. Right. We have a lot of sage. We do not need that much sage.
Let's talk about the price.
Naturally.
Okay, the trader does not have enough money. Fair enough.
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
Thanks 1,000 times.
Right, so we've got the charcoal. Got the cross guard.
Night, home or at work.
Grab some more nettles. There are a few wormwoods around here that I need to keep an eye out for. Because they're also really hard to actually pick up. To find the sweet spot of where to point your camera. What are we actually at for? It's 7. Even like not putting too much effort into it, we've got a decent way through thanks to that one mod. It just saves the grind. Especially for combat skills. Combat skills are so slow to level up. Let's hit 8. And then do the rest of the main quest.
Oh, God damn it, my stomach hurts.
God, Henry's hungry already. I don't even know what you're saying, Gezzy, but thank you for the sub. I know you are a sub. Oh, the temptation. No.
Do you need help?
Resist urge to knock people out. We're not turning Henry into a mass murderer this time round. Yet. Maybe. Sure, Ezzy. Sure. We believe you. We believe you. That's why you're the mascot for Subway sandwiches. Come on, Henry. Get the next level. There we go. And by now we should, I think... Yep, there we go, resistance. Collected quantity of poisonous herbs or nettles, so your vitality is permanently increased by +2. It's a free perk. You just gotta pick nettles until you get it. Ezzy, there are no guns. Unless you count Henry's insignificant biceps. Yeah, the worst part about this is you can't save in the starting area in hardcore mode. Unless you use a save your snaps, which seems wasteful for most things. I know that in my non-hardcore playthrough, I would use save your snaps just like right before I did something silly. Like, I'm going to go and punch a bunch of animals for experience. I'd make a save. Just in case I was seen. Oh, we are actually overloaded now because we have so many herbs.
What can I do for you?
What do you need?
Hello, sir. Would you care for some nettles?
Good day. God be with you.
You won't accept my nettles.
Get them.
Will you accept my nettles?
For the kids
How
in
are
all
you?
the field, my fine wares will brighten your every day.
You will purchase my nettles. You will purchase 323 of my nettles. I'm not going to bother with getting any of the weapons. I'm going to haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
I collected
All right,
over
so-
400 nettles, has he? And he can't actually afford any more, so I'm just going to say, yes, that's a fine offer. And I'll be like, here's a little bit extra for
Here.
you.
And something for your trouble.
Because it makes him like me.
My
Which is
word.
wonderful, because in about 10 minutes' time, he's going to be dead.
I am.
Not by my hand, of course.
Vegetables, fruit.
Time to go and talk to the crew.
You can't be serious, Lord. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Kuttenberg?
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be
is
with you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you,
So are
Matthew.
such lords as
What's
Henry
going on here?
of Rosenberg.
Deutsch is
Even
spouting
the
his shit.
Austrian Dukes Albrecht
What?
and Wilhelm
Just listen and
are
you'll hear
on
for yourself.
Sigismund's side. Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
It's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far.
Using Goodman as the
Wenceslas
title, do you
is
think
our
they ever
rightful
had
king.
someone just like Badman?
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
Oh well. Father can wait a while.
My words exactly.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
Hang on, Fritz. I want to talk to you, Fritz. I want a lockpick from you, Fritz. Fine, Fritz. I'll talk to you after we've thrown some shit at this beautiful whitewashed house. It's so wonderful.
God save you, Henry.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Okay. Still can't talk to Fritz. Time to eat food. Five whole heads of cabbage. Okay, 4 whole heads of cabbage.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well,
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Fun fact, I have worn my hair like her. Reputation lost. It's fine. Very few people will survive what's going to happen.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo! Eat shit, douches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
It's got a good aim.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that. You're dead.
Giving up already?
I hope you've said your prayers.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! Catch hold of me!
Lee! Run from the catch poles. We do have a mild concussion. But we aren't bleeding. Oh no, have we run out of chances to get the lockpick from Fritz? So one thing I should have been doing more often is vaulting fences. God damn you wormwood looking stuff. St. John's what we do want some of. Honestly, we do want a lot of them, simply for the fact is, you know, we need to level alchemy once we get to Rattay. Yeah, I don't think Automod doesn't like you saying that. It held it for bullying.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutsches. Never a dull moment with you lot.
Oh, do I have to attempt to actually open the lock? I could have sworn it was fine just having walked up to it. Because do not tell me we are now literally locked out of completing the quest. Fritz, please talk. Fine, we'll follow you until you stop.
Garlic, onions, mushrooms, and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy. Come on up and buy.
Oh, it's because I just bought the stuff. Because I bought the charcoal with actual just money I got from the herbs, it's completely skipped the need for that quest. Oh well. So sword fighting lesson and ale. Hello, sword fighting lesson.
Have you recovered from yesterday?
Bye-bye, Ezzy.
Oh, it was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word of...
No mother's happy when her son...
I don't want to rot in...
Spoken like a man.
Come on. Get to the end of it.
Yes.
All right.
Do a little bit of running as well. That should give us a bit of vitality whilst we're waiting for the guy to run up.
So, can we get...
Yes, we can.
Good. And since
Teach me the basics again.
very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Fine. 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 Good. Once again. Good. Once again. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Fine.
I do like a good stabby weapon.
Good. Now you're getting it. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Fine. Good. Once again. Fine. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
And we care not about him carrying on talking. We've done his quest.
Satin, damask, scarlet to please the ladies in your eyes. Just come right up.
Now I think the only thing to do... talk to Bianca.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You
You're a beauty, of course. I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course.
Come on, skip all of this. I want to at least get to the point where we get to escape.
Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question.
Ike.
Vanya,
I suppose.
he promised to teach me how to use...
What use would that...
Enough.
Skip it all.
How?
Is that so?
Your
Really?
I hope...
You bet I will.
5 extra saves.
Come on up and take a look. I put everything you need. Day, night, home, work. About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Ale.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it.
I hate how he's doing this with like
Good.
bare hands
Once
next
more.
to burning hot metal.
That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here. And we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
No, they're not. They're in my pocket. Before I do this, I am going to drop a save down. Because this is point of last return.
Here are those nails you wanted.
God above, have you gone
Thanks.
deaf?
So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
No.
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my
What
way.
are you waiting for?
That sword
Bring those
is
nails.
truly beautiful.
I love how the dad's still shouting in the background, why are you waiting? Bring the nails, I've already given the nails to her.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Well, those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sir.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. Do you have to keep going on about it?
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Oh no. War were declared.
Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Oh no.
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah!
Get through the gates!
I don't think they're gonna be alright.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming!
I like that. You can still make it. We're just gonna raise the bridge though, just so you can't. Quest started. Run. Objective, survive. No, that's not fair. You didn't give me a chance to even start running, game. How could you? Why would you do that? You had best start me at that point and not make me go through the dialogue again. I'm glad I made that save.
Here are those.
Okay, skip it all.
I would expect nothing.
Okay, that is not. It's not loading quick enough for us to actually get away. That is really irritating. It should be loading. It should load faster because this is on an SSD.
Here are those.
I don't know why. It's not loading quicker. Honestly, it's probably because I'm also streaming. I started running before the actual... Seriously? No. I'm gonna jump off the cliffs. Try following me. Of course, I'm now extremely injured. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. If it's not loading fast enough, for whatever reason, I don't know why, something must be slowing my computer down and making it take ages to load. But I'm not going to keep on trying over and over again for it to just end up with me not being quite quick enough. So I'll probably end up just going back to the save and then just going and finishing all the errands around. I say errands, basically going and finishing off all the picking of flowers and stuff. No raid today. I'm not feeling in a raidy mood. So yeah. Tomorrow, no D&D, I don't think. Not even no D&D, no Monster of the Week or anything like that on Sheepa's channel. I think we are just going to marathon the Sonic movies. I think that's what the plan is. Next stream, maybe Sunday. try and keep at least like 2 streams a week. But until then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, bye-bye.